Yep, it's Susie Q96. Alive, alive, alive. Yep, I'm not paying any attention to who else is
Alive,
online
alive,
or
alive.
anything. I'm just coming on when I can. It's the way I'm doing it from now on. So, that being said, I gotta uh anyway, I'm sorry, I was reading some stuff, messages and such. Anyway, I gotta finish these pennies up, so here I am. I rested up a little. I got all those crazy phone calls about medical things taken care of, and now I'm just gonna do penny, 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 penny until I don't feel like doing pennies anymore. I pulled 6 rolls out of the box, but I may or may not do them all. Depends, but I'm gonna do some of them. Hi, James. Hi, Dennis. Welcome. I'm not familiar with that name, but welcome, welcome. Everybody's welcome, except the bad guys, and they know who they are. So anyway, it's raining outside. So the project I had planned to do in the daylight savings, I'm not going to be able to work on right now. It involved my car. So I thought, well, let's work on the penny project. Penny, penny, penny. Um, right now I'm just picking all the shield pennies out because I'm not really interested in anything with them right now. This is just a quickie. Go through the rolls looking for the Wheaties and any other things, foreign coins, foreign objects. I have found some strange things in rolls. Let me just get these shields out of here, and then we will start sticking them under the microscopical device and see if anything exciting rears its head. This has been kind of an iffy box of pennies. I mean, I have found some treasure of small amount, but it hasn't been the best. But you get what you get. Ooh, Vancouver, Canada. Yeah, the closest I've gotten to Canada is when I lived in Michigan. It's on my bucket list for when I go back to Michigan that I am going to go visit some places in Canada. Oh, speaking of, look what just jumped into the scope here. We have the Canadian type penny, which they no longer make. So this is 82. That's a keeper. Throw that in the treasure bin. How about that? What a greeting for Dennis. We got a Canadian penny. I am located in the Commonwealth of Virginia temporarily. I've been trying for about a year now to move back to Michigan, but I got sick. So I'm about to come out the other end of that and get out of here and go back to Michigan. And I will be very happy when that day comes. I won't even mind paying the moving van. Hey, Mike, how are you? Ernest Edwards, welcome. Unlucky Mark Thomas. Oh, you crack me up, Mark. Oh, I gotta love me some Mark Thomas. I never know what name he's gonna come in here at, but it almost always makes me laugh. Oh, there's a not too bad looking 73. It's still got a little sparkle and shine to it. Yeah, that was cool. I hadn't got a Canadian penny for a while, so that was kind of cool, especially since you just said, "Oh, I'm up here in Canada," and the next penny I pulled out of the stack was a Canadian penny. That was pretty cool. I liked it. So anyway, yeah, I got this box of pennies last week, and I've been slowly going through it. For those of you that don't know, I suffered an injury to my eye last June, and things have gotten progressively worse and worse, where my vision has been severely impaired. And I have finally been able to get some treatment from some specialists, so things are getting a little better. And so I thought, well, heck, I can halfway see. Let's try doing some pennies. They're fairly easy to read with my scope. Woohoo! Look what we got. We got wheat. We got wheat thins. Anybody want to take a guess what year our wheatie is? I'm trying to dial it in a little better, but ooh. Yep. Anybody want to take a guess based on what the reverse looks like? It's hard for me to focus because these glasses are not good, but maybe if I take a little light off the subject, it'll look better to me. Okay, Unlucky Mark says 58, Mike says 54. I'm about to flip it and dip it. See what we got. 51D. So you were all wrong. Oh well. It's fun to try to guess them because all you can go by is what condition they're in on the reverse. And sometimes we're not even close at all. Ooh, my power just flickered. Like I said, we are having some storms go through the area and some high winds. So if I get knocked off, y'all be patient. I'll try to get back in as quickly as I can. 79D goes in the copper. The copper. What in the world? 82D. Okay. That one off to the side. I always have to go back through the copper because I throw all the 82s in there and then I have to determine which ones are copper and which ones are stinking zinkins. Judgy, hi, how are ya? Glad to see you back in here. You usually show up at the end, but by golly, you got here at the beginning today. Good job. No more tardiness. I was about to write you a detention slip for being tardy all the time. 88D, and the last one in roll number 1 is a 96. Well, we got a Wheatie and a Canadian out of that first roll. I'm going to save all of them up. I'm throwing them in a little separate bin, everything from this box that I chose to set aside. And when we finish the box, then I will make a video showing all the goods that we got out of it, including how many I threw into the copper thing. Like I said, I don't spend a lot of time on shield pennies. I absolutely cannot stand them. And part of that is because I metal detect, and they make the best sound, and then you dig them up and they're just trash. So I do not like them. I do not invest time in them. So I pick them all out, as many as possible, and then I work my way through the rest of the roll. Oh, your little princess just got home from school. All right, Ernest. Go take care of the laundry and the lovely, and we'll see you later. Thank you for stopping in. Please hit the like button on your way out. I'd appreciate it so much. 96. I should make something out of a 96, being as the band I work for had a super duper hit record called 96 Tears. The 96s are crappy pennies, so maybe I should make a 96 Tears necklace out of them. 76D. 74D. Well, we're in the copper, but we're not in the Wheaties. 79. 88. 2020, which is what I wish my vision was. Let me see. He found it last year. I'm going to say 1909. That's what I said, Mark, 1909. It's a pretty small window if he found it last year and it was 100 years old. So, yep. Ooh-hoo. Yeah, I wish I hadn't given away so many VDBs. I gave away several of them. Somebody gave me a number of them and asked me to share, but I shared almost all of them. I kept 2 or 3, though. 64D. 85. Ooh, we got a treasure. We got a really nice treasure because it's pretty darn clean. One of the Lincoln Zinkins, a real Lincoln Zinkin from 2009. We'll keep him. He's fancy. Yeah, that's like a that I'd be jumping up and down out in the field. I'd probably have to come home and put on some Depends because I'd lose control if I'd actually dug one of those up. I've dug up some pretty cool stuff, but I really haven't found that many rare coins. I have found several gold rings, however, which that always makes me happy, and some silver ones. And the first silver coin I found out in a field in a rural area of Georgia, and it wasn't even an American coin. It was a 1954 Canadian dime. And I still have that one. I don't really collect Canadian coins, but I collect silver, and I was pretty fond of that one because of where I found it. Was just an odd place to be finding that. Yep, 2009 Zinkin Lincoln commemorative. I put that one aside in our toy box for the finale. So we did find that and a wheat thin. So we found something in this roll. I'll take them. What am I looking at? Grub. $72 in the copper. 81 something. 81D. Kappa. And the last one in roll number 2 is 93. All right, let's crack open another one. Yeah, I was real happy when I found that Canadian dime, Dennis, because that was the first silver coin I ever found with my detector. And that's funny, Mark. I always laugh when I get those because my car is a 2005 with 247,000 miles on it. What exactly is it they think they're going to warranty on that sucker? Because everything on it is about to fall off. Yeah, I know you were waiting for your check for your auto damage. So I was glad to hear you got that so you could take care of your wheel situation. Yeah, I was sitting here this morning waiting for my visiting nurse to come, and she didn't show up, and she had told me she was going to be here at 9:30. So about noon, she hadn't showed up yet, and I called. Turned out she got in a wreck this morning, totaled her truck. So they had to send me over somebody different, and the bandage that lady put on is already falling off my arm. So I'm going to have to, before I go to bed tonight, reinforce it with a little tape of some kind. Yeah, I don't like it when I have to have a substitute nurse because most of them don't really do a very good job. But yeah, she totaled hers this morning. I don't know all the details, but anyway, I don't drive. Well, I drive up to the little store if I need to, but I can't see very well, so I stay off the main roads and all of that. Well, my car, I only paid $1,300 for my car. I bought it up in Michigan, and I drove it from Michigan to Iowa several times and all over Michigan. And then I towed it down to Georgia when I moved, and I drove it from Georgia to Florida to Tampa multiple times. And then I brought it up here to Virginia, and I was having to drive all over the place for medical appointments. So it has definitely, I got my money's worth. I only paid $1,300 for the car. And it still runs great, but the suspension on it's getting kind of bad. And I know at some point it's going to have to be retired, but I am hoping that I can get back to Michigan and take it back to Michigan with me, because I really want to do this thing where I take it back to the guy that I bought it from, because I bought it from a guy that buys cars at auto auctions and kind of fixes them up and sells them. And I would really just love to be able to take it back to him and say, "Hey, Leo, what do you give me on trade-in on this?" Because I think he would be so shocked that it was still on the road. I just think that would be a fun thing to do, because I know I'm not going to, I'm not going to get anything for that car. It's seen its better days, but it has been good to me, and I really like it. And they only made them for about 3 or 4 years, and so the chances of me finding another one like it is not very good. All right, thank you, Dennis. Come back anytime. We have other Canadians in here too. Yes, we do. Yeah. All right. Bye, Mark. Thanks for coming. Hey, John Pierce, how are you? Welcome, welcome. We are on roll number 3 of 6 rolls of pennies. I got this box of pennies that I've been searching a little bit over the last week. Because I'm having some eye problems, I try to limit it to maybe 6 or 7 rolls at a time, and then at the end I'm gonna show everybody what we got out of the box. Of course, if you've been coming in every day, you know what we got out of the box, but this box has been kind of iffy. Well, we got a couple Wheaties tonight and a Canadian. Oops, goes in a copper barrel. Yeah, it seems really strange not to have Archaeology Mikey in here, but he's on his way back to Florida after his spring break, so. And he had a little delay this morning because he was at the airport at like 5 a.m. over in Texas, and they canceled his flight. So they finally found him another flight. And I'm assuming, since he hasn't come in and told us what he's having for dinner, that he must be eating cookies on the plane. But I'm sure he'll pop back in later. Mikey is my penny expert. I'm telling you what, that kid knows his coins. He is an asset to the channel, because a lot of times I can't remember if there is something special about a certain penny. And yeah, I know the auction is tomorrow, and I'm going to try to be there for part of it, but I don't do real well for long periods on streaming things because of the problem I'm having with my eye right now. But I will make an appearance for sure. What in the world? Check this out. I'm going to say somebody intentionally mutilated this coin. Because the other side is the same way. Well, we're going to keep that for an oddity. That's one of the strangest coins I ever found in a roll. Zinkin, zinkin, stinkin, zinkins. I do not like them. I don't think most of us like them. Yeah, someone was trying out their mom's new kitchen scissors. Yeah, maybe so. That was pretty bad. Maybe they thought they could sharpen them that way. I don't know. But that thing is mangled to the point where you can't even tell that it had a date on it. Oh, looky, we got another Lincoln. A Lincoln Zinkin. It's so funny. I hardly ever get these, and this is the second one I've gotten tonight out of these rolls. Chunk, chunk, chunk. If you hear me say junk and a clunk, it's a Zinkin. It's a shield penny, and they bug me. I don't like them. Scooby, Scooby-Doo. Oh, I'm down to 4 people. I must be getting boring. Oh dear, I'm boring everybody. I'm sorry, but I got to sort through these pennies whether I put it on live stream or not. So I figure we might as well have some fun with them. 1960 clipped panchet in my last box of penny. It's been circulated, but it was some. I found my very first box was the best penny box I ever had. I got it down in Georgia, and I had 22 Wheaties, a silver dime that got mixed in by mistake, and a blank planchet. And I had never seen one, actually before, other than a picture online or in a book. So I was really excited that I got one, because I don't think that's something that you would find in a roll of pennies very often. And for it being my first box, I just thought, wow, this is easy. And then I found out, no, it isn't. Because the next box, I only had like 12. But I still have that planchet. I won't get rid of it. It's really cool. Yeah, I was so excited. But I was a little delusional too, because I thought, oh, this is just how it works, because I've been watching guys like Rob Finds Treasure, and people that always seem to find a bunch of goodies in the boxes. So I thought, oh, okay, this is easy. Not at all. Oh boy. Dingy ding 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 ding. It's a wheat thin. It's a wheat thin. What year is our wheat thin? Let's guess what year our Wheatie is. Yeah, I got hooked on that. I mostly do quarters now. I get them at the local car wash, but because of our weather, our car wash has been closed for a while, and I haven't been able to drive, so I decided to go after another penny box, and I'm gonna try to get some quarters again next week. Well, we got to guess a 45 or 41. Let's flip her over, see who she is. All right, Mr. Lincoln, when was this one born? 44D. 44D into the tub. Now, see, most of the pennies I find look like this. But that looks like a detector penny there. Pretty nasty. The zincs do that in the ground really quick. I have a whole bunch of them that are like, I can't even cash them in because there's like half the penny there, and they will not recognize a half a zinc penny as being. Yeah, see, there's another one. $81 copper. Filling my copper bucket again. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. Anybody has any suggestions, let me know. We're almost to the end of roll number 4. And we did get a Wheatie out of it, and that weird penny that looked like somebody tried to draw a pentagram on it with a pair of scissors or something. That thing was wrecked. Two more in this roll. And I don't think there's anything else exciting. Nope. All right, 2 to go. Zinc rot. Yeah, they got zinc rot real easy. I mentioned this in an earlier video, but it's still the same day. So I'm going to mention it again in case my friend Robert is lurking in the background, which he does sometimes, and he'll never type anything. But it is my friend out in California, my metal detecting buddy, Robert Ferguson. It is his birthday today. He's probably down at the casino spending his birthday freebies. But anyway, happy birthday to Robert Ferguson. If you haven't watched his channel, go check him out. He's a real laid-back dude. He does beach metal detecting, you know, regular, I call it surf and turf because he does both. And he also does gold prospecting, panning for gold and stuff. Pretty cool channel. So anyway, happy birthday, Robert Ferguson. I learned a lot watching your videos. And maybe someday I'll get to come to California and go detectabling out there. What we got? Next to the last roll. Copper. Junk. Junk. I can almost tell before I pick them up. There's an 80D, that's a copper. I assume everybody knows that 82 is the cutoff for copper, and in 82 there was some copper and some zinc. And the primary way to tell the difference is to weigh them, because the zinkies don't weigh as much. 73D, that's a copper. Yeah. Oh. Got the rest of this roll and one more, and then I'll be calling it a night. There's a 64 copper. Yeah, so, who was it? Oh, John Pierce. What time does that benefit auction start tomorrow on the Big T channel? I find it interesting they do the auction on their channel, but it's, you know, that thing is really back powered by Ida Herring. Ida's amazing. She really, really is. Oh, looky here, looky here. We got another weedy deedy. It's a wheat thin. And this one really is kind of thin as far as the detail. I don't really think that there is a super rarity on the 82, but I would guess that it would be the copper ones. I don't think they made as many of them, so that would make it a little more rare. But a lot of people that are just sorting for copper, you know, want to keep those separate. And then you've got the big numbers and the small numbers. 82s and 83s make me crazy because there's so many different things. Okay. Thank you for that. 5 or 5:30 Central. Yeah, I knew it was around then. Okay. Anybody want to guess on this bad boy? It's pretty weak. I'm just gonna flip this bad boy. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Mike, but I just couldn't wrap my head around. I've been looking at pennies too. Ooh, looky here. This Wheaties a 34. Woohoo! We'll be keeping that one. Yeah, I usually have my book out so that I can look this stuff up, but because of the way my eyes have been, I have a hard time reading, so I don't even know where my book is right now. Yeah, we got that 32. That was good. It was a 32, so it was right between what John guessed and Mike guessed. There's a crispy. That's a stinking zinkin'. Yeah, whenever I start messing with 82s and 83s, I got to get my book out because it's really hard for me to tell the difference in the size and spacing of number. Holy cow, I exposed this one. This is a definite Wheatie here, 1926. Woohoo! And that thing looks pretty shiny for a 26. It's got some little scratches on it, like maybe somebody hit it with a shovel when they were metal detecting, perhaps. But that thing looks pretty darn good. I'm impressed with that one. I just sort them. It pleases my OCD to put them in order. Well, I got to tell you about that, John. I have a little orange plastic box on my desk that has little plastic bags full of wheat pennies. And they have a sticker on each bag with the year and the mint mark, and they are all in numerical order. So you want to talk about somebody who got a little OCD sorting their pennies, there you go. But it makes it easy when somebody asks me if I have an extra of something, that I can just go right in the little box and look and see if I have an extra of what they need. So yeah, he looked pretty good, didn't he? I was impressed. I think that's the oldest coin I have found in this box thus far. And it snuck up on me because I wasn't paying attention, and there it was. Oop, there it was. I got about 10 left in this roll and one more roll to go. Then I'm going to go take all my medicationals and go probably try and check in on a couple of YouTube channels and then get some sleep because I got a bunch of stuff I got to get done tomorrow, assuming that I feel well enough to do it. I had a change in my medication, and today is about the best I have felt in weeks. So, well, that's interesting. I'm trying to figure out what happened to the last number on. I'm guessing that's 1991. I can sort of see a real faint 1 on the end of that, but it's pretty weak. I don't know if that's where or... I'm going to set that aside and look that up. See if there's something weird with 1991s having a weak 1 on the end. 73 into copper. And 94 in the junk. And the last one on this roll in the junk. All right, last roll. Oh, I'm going to throw this out again too. You don't see poo. Well, I don't know. I could be just hallucinating with my eyesight. I'll have to look at it again after I get my new glasses next week, or at least I'm supposed to get them next week. Anyway, this is also in a video I put out earlier, but for those of you who have not watched it or were not in that live stream, if you happen to know Edwin Smith or Trixie Lee, please tell them that they have a prize waiting here that's been here for quite a while, and I can't send it because they did not send me their mailing addresses. So if you know either of those two people, let them know. And if I haven't heard from them in a week and haven't been able to find them, I'm going to put those prizes back in the prize bin, because I can't send them out if I don't know where the people are. It just doesn't seem to work. So, yeah, anybody that I owed packages to, with the exception of those individuals and one that made a mailing arrangement with me, all the packages went out today. So, all right, let's see what we got. I was picking shields out, getting them out of my way. 74D in the copper pot. 70. 1999. Hardy, hardy. 91. 97. Grubby McGrub. What does that say? 95. Thought it said 55 for a second. Nope. Couldn't be that lucky. Y2 Yuck. Space Oddity. Shield. 81D goes into copper. 95. When I was a kid, that was the number of the radio station that I listened to. Channel 95 in Orlando, Florida. What a great radio station. That's where I got my start in radio. I was 12. Yeah. That was a super good radio station. 1962D in the copper. You're also on the phone? Yeah, today I was trying to do a search and people kept calling me. And it was like doctors and insurance things and stuff that I had to stop and take, and I didn't want to talk to any of them because I knew they were going to give me a big fat headache. 83. 2001. We found some Wheaties and a Canadian. I think we found 4 or 5 Wheaties so far in this little group, so that's pretty good. Because I only did 6 rolls. I think, what was the oldest one? 1920 something? I'll go back, see if I can find it. Yeah, 1926. That was our oldest one so far today. Yep, we having some Wheaties today. And what was really funny was a channel member from Canada came in, and he has never really said anything in the chat before. Just one of my lurking people. And he mentioned that he was from Vancouver, Canada. And the next penny I put under the scope was a Canadian. So that was kind of neat. Proper greeting. Canadian for the Canadian. And then we had one penny that we think it might have been part of some satanic ritual or something. Somebody carved it up really good. Oh my. Yeah, I mean, it's really tore up. I've never seen a penny look like that before. Oh, we got another Canadian. Cool beans. 1994 Canadian cent. That's our second Canadian out of 6 rolls tonight. That's pretty good. Neato. Neat. Oh, put that one in the bin. I've got a little bin that I'm keeping because I'm actually doing a whole box, but I'm just doing it 6 or 7 rolls at a time. So when we get to the end of the box, I will show all of the interesting things we found. And that was the last one. The copper things. My cup for copper is about 4 inches in diameter and about 3 inches deep, and it's about half full just from those from today. So now I got to pour it into the big copper jug, which is almost half full from what I've done of the box so far. See how many rolls I have left in the box. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, I have 10 rolls left of this box. So I'll probably get back to it tomorrow. Or I could do one more now. I'm still feeling pretty good, so let's break open one more. What the heck? Let's find one that has. Oh yeah, I really want to do that. It's got a shield penny on each end. All right, let's open up this one. At least one end has a brown penny instead of a zinc penny. So, all right, here we go. Last one. I was doing so good, I probably should have quit while I was ahead. This is probably going to be a stinker now because I got psyched up and decided to do one more. But, all righty. Let's crack this egg. There he is. There's our Mikey. We were talking about you might be having cookies on the plane for dinner tonight. So now Mikey is in my hometown of Orlando, Florida, which is where I wish I could be because I'd like to go see my brother and my friends. But Mikey goes to school near there. And glad you made it, Mikey. I was so happy that you were able to get another flight because I know I'd have been really mad if it was that early in the morning and somebody told me, oh, by the way, your flight's canceled. Oh, I'd have been mad. Uh-oh, I got 2 pennies here stuck together. Oh, come on, guys, break apart, break apart. Come on. Ooh, got them. So, yeah, Mikey, you got here just in time. I had actually finished my 6 rolls, and I decided to do one more because we've been doing pretty good on wheat pennies in this last 6 rolls, and a couple of Canadians, and so I thought, well, I'm going to open one more. And so I did. So you got here just in time for the last part of the party. Oh, looky, we got another Wheatie. Cool, 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 cool. Guess the date, folks. Guess the date. Give you just a second here to gather your thoughts and make up for the lag. And I'll pick some more shields out of my way. I really don't like shield pennies. They are just not worth a penny. Anybody home? Well, nobody's guessing, so I'm going to flip her over. 53. Woohoo! 1953 Wheatie. My kind of penny. And I say that because that's the year I was born. I are old. I just had a birthday a couple weeks ago. More copper. More junk. More junk. 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 Well, at least we found one Wheatie out of this stuff. One more would make me very happy. 85D. Not so much. Yeah, I have new incentive to try to get myself better and moved before the end of July. And that is because the band I work for is going to do a tour starting in August. And they kind of need me. So I'm working hard to get better and sold something else on eBay today. Got that shipped out. I got a bunch of stuff I need to list. I am liquidating. Once I get some of the stuff listed, I will make a video telling you how to get to my stuff on eBay. And some of it I'm going to put on Facebook Marketplace and just try to get rid of it locally because it's not worth shipping. Oh, that looks like something I would have dug up with my Detecto-Matic. All right, we're going down to the last 10. And I'll probably finish the rest of them up tomorrow. So I can roll all of this change up and take it back to La Bank. And if I can manage to get to the car wash, I'm going to try to get some car wash quarters. We'll see how that works out. 2 to go. Alrighty. 83D, and the last one is 79 in the copper. Alrighty. I are done. I am done for the day. Let me put these. Oh, I almost put those in my tea instead of my copper jug. That wouldn't have been good. Oops. Alrighty. Well, I thank everybody for hanging out with me. On your way out the door, please hit the like. Make one more comment. If you're not subbied, please do so. Clark Cove. Hi, guys. Robert and Melissa in the house. Yeah, we were just finishing up. We were sorting through some pennies. Found, I think, 6 Wheaties and a couple Canadians and this one really strange penny that somebody tortured. I don't know what the heck happened to this thing, but they did it to both sides, so it was intentional. Thank you, Mike. Appreciate it. Watch your mailbox, buddy. Sent you out something today. Yeah, tomorrow it's supposed to stop raining about 9 a.m. and be in the 60s. Yeah, and that was only in 6 rolls. No, 7 rolls that we found all those. This box hadn't been that good until this particular batch. But look at this penny. I don't know what this is. Anyway, I went out last Friday for about 20 minutes just to test my detecting stamina. And so I may just go right out here in the empty field behind our apartments. They've basically said it was okay as long as I fill my holes. So I'm going to go to the flat section of that and Not for very long, but I'm just trying to build up some stamina. Yeah, well, one of the other users said they thought maybe they were trying to sharpen their mother's scissors on it. Yeah, it's really, I've never seen a penny mangled that way before. And I've seen some pretty strange pennies, but yeah, that was definitely a new one on me. Uh, but yeah, we found quite a few Wheaties on this adventure. I know we got that one. I'm looking for the oldest one. Oh, there's one of the Canadians. But yeah, we got I think it was a 26. But I've been putting all the Wheaties and unusuals from this box, because I actually had a whole box of pennies. And we have 9 rolls left of it, which I'm probably going to finish those tomorrow so I can roll them up Sunday and take them back. But at the end, I will show all of the Wheaties and stuff, and then I will show you, well, because the container's getting full really fast, I will weigh the the container of copper and tell you how much copper I found. Let's see how much copper's in there so far, since I have my scale still set up from sending out packages. The copper bottle so far has 1 pound 9.2 ounces in my copper jar from this box. So that's pretty good. I don't know what I'm going to do with it, but I got it. Now I'm going to go because I need to go do my medicine. Like I said, if you would stop by and hit the like button and subby and all of that good stuff. And if you happen to have contact with Edwin Smith or Trixie Lee, tell them they have 7 days to send me their address, because I still have their Christmas giveaway things sitting here and I don't have any addresses for them. So I would like to be able to get those out to them, because everybody else's except those are gone. So if you see those people, let them know. I even did a video earlier today about it. So alrighty, gang, thanks for stopping in, much appreciate you, and we'll see you soon. Don't forget the charity auction at Big Cheese tomorrow for Susan Komen cancer research. So anyway, that starts at 5:30 or 5 o'clock Central. They're not quite sure yet. So anyway, that's it, gang. We'll see you around. Much love to you all. Bye-bye.